Hi, this is Jim Romer from Weather Wealth at bestweatherinc.com. The week of January 25th through the 30th. Hope you'll subscribe to our newsletter. We have both a weekly newsletter, actually twice a week, called Weather Wealth, with various trading strategies, weather forecasts from around the world. The grain market's been exploding. Natural gas looks like it's going to bottom with a colder mid to late winter. That's a twice a week newsletter. And also our monthly outlook is a little bit more generic, a good way to get your feet wet. Learning about how to trade commodities based on the weather. That's only about $13 a month, $99 a year. This is called Climate Intelligence at bestweatherinc.com. First things first, we told clients here recently, look at this change in the weather pattern from mid-February, actually beginning in probably the next 10 days. That may extend through the month of March based upon certain La Ninas and warming over the Arctic Circle. Look how we expect some colder weather. Lots of snow if you're skiing up across New England the next few weeks. Could be several feet of snow from upstate New York through Vermont, New Hampshire. This is probably going to be putting a bottom in the natural gas market. How do you trade this stuff? We've developed some longer-term option strategies, again, with our Weather Wealth twice a week newsletter. Please go to my site and you'll find out more. Also, look at this big trough producing feet of snow across southern Colorado and also New Mexico early on this week. More on the way again next week. This huge blue trough out west is really typical of an El Nino, not a La Nina phenomenon. That's going to make grain trading pretty volatile because right now we have a drought situation. Look at this red over the western Corn Belt into the plains wheat areas. Will this continue this spring and summer? If it does, the grain market's going to actually explode. But it may not. We're seeing some changes right now with La Nina, particularly, look at this in South America, all this rain coming for Argentina, the third biggest exporter in the world of corn and soybeans. We saw late last week the grain market collapse, almost limit down last Friday in soybeans. We advised our clients once again on our various services to actually do certain bearish option strategies and hopefully caught part of this move down because of our forecast actually 2 weeks ago of the drought easing in South America. Nevertheless, China, a huge buyer of grain, some of the biggest imports in many, many years, has kept this market soaring with inflationary fears. Given inflationary fears, how do you trade precious metals and also trace metals like these? Some of these you never actually heard of before. Well, there's been some electric car company stocks we recommended with our newsletter. Also, trace metals, another stock called Fuel Cell, up about, I don't know, 150, 200% over the last few months. All these, again, have been recommended on our newsletter. And we hope, again, you will join us. We're also watching coffee right now. Look at this over my shoulder here. You can see that the coffee crop actually in Brazil is some of the lowest we've seen in over 10 to 11 years. Why hasn't coffee reacted? A lot of it has to do with the lower Brazilian real and also concerns about demand issues from COVID-19. But we have some really interesting long-range forecasts and option strategies that can make some pretty good money. Last year, our Weather Wealth spreadsheet with trading recommendations in soft grain and natural gas commodities and renewable energy stocks up about 60% for the year. Again, past performance is not indicative of future results. But then again, we do expect some volatility in many of these markets, but we give you various option ETF and future strategies to help you mitigate risk in your portfolio. Anyway, read my report today and hope you join us. Thank you.